In restaurant talk, back of the house is the kitchen area where the chefs use their skills and talents to bring their creations to the waiting diners. Each week, we visit a restaurant and go to the back of the house to meet some of the talented people that are a part of our Lake County community. Our host is Valerie Hart, who for 35 years has been a food writer, restaurant critic, culinary teacher, and cookbook author. Let's join her now as we enter the wonderful world of creativity in the kitchens of Lake County to explore the back of the house.
In the late 1980s, I received a telephone call from Tim Zagat asking if I would be the editor for the Florida Restaurant Survey, the Zagat Survey. And one of the stipulations was that I not only find the fancy restaurants, the well-known restaurants, but that I concentrated on the hole in the wall. And we here in Lake County have a lot of restaurants that are on the water, restaurants that are typical, but I hadn't found a lot of holes in the wall until Haas. And I have found a genuine hole in the wall. This is Haas, and this is Haas's Pizza. And the surprise effect of this hole in the wall in this shopping center right down from Publix next to the Lake Square Mall is that it isn't a hole in the wall. The kitchen is one of the most sophisticated kitchens I've been in the county.
Thank you.
And this is a shock. Haas, introduce yourself.
Well, my name's Daryl. I'm Haas. I own Haas's Pizza. We're right here in Leesburg. Been in Tampa for 6 years. In Buffalo before that. Had 2 pizza shops up in Buffalo.
Do you make the buffalo chicken wings?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Been at the Anchor Bar many times, so
okay.
we have that figured out.
You know, they used to give those away free at the beginning because
That's right.
then they drank more beer.
It was just like having peanuts on the bar.
That's right. That's right. But you have quite an establishment here. It's a tiny restaurant, and you do mostly takeout business.
It's mostly takeout. We do deliver as well.
Okay.
We have a limited area that we deliver to, but it's within 8 miles of us.
How far do you deliver?
It's an 8 mile radius from here.
Okay.
So we go into Tavares, all the way out to 44, into downtown Leesburg, out to 27.
And you do like hundreds of pizzas at a time for the schools.
Yeah, we do a couple of the local schools. They have our Friday lunches is pizzas, and we deliver them right up to them, hot and fresh, as they come right out of the oven, and we take them right up to them.
Well, I have to tell you, I had the best pizza that I have had in years right here, and it's because you make your own sauce and because you make your own dough, and we're going to talk about that. You're going to show us some things. Meanwhile, you have a lot on the agenda. Let's cook.
Let's cook. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make a veggie pizza. It's we have a lot of customers in the area that don't eat a lot of meat. So the first thing we do is this is a 19-ounce dough ball, and we make our dough right here on site, and we just spin it out real quick like this. Just put it in your hand, just spin it out. These screens are all seasoned. Seasons means that they're a non-stick screen. They've been cooked. When you buy them brand new, you run them through the oven about 15 times to get that darkness to them. And what we do is we leave our crust hang off the side about a ½ inch.
You know, the smell of that crust is so fresh. I can smell just enough yeast, just enough of everything in it. You can tell the difference.
Well, we worked on it a long time. I've been doing this since 1985, and I think I've got it. This is a docker. All this does is put little holes in the dough so you don't get that big balloon when it goes through the oven.
Oh, okay.
And we just make sure we got an even amount of dough on the sides.
I could never figure out how they made it so it was exact in the round.
Practice, practice, practice.
All right, now tell me about your pizza sauce.
This is a homemade pizza sauce. We start out with a base, of course, We use two different kinds of bases. It's a puree mix, and then we use an extra heavy pizza sauce with basil, and then we have our own spices that we add to it. We make about 5 gallons a day.
What kind of spices do you put in, or is it a secret?
Well, I can tell you some of them.
Okay.
It's not that complicated. It's the amounts that you put in that I kind of like to keep to myself. A mixture of black pepper, oregano, a little bit of basil, some sugar, and a little bit of salt, and then that's all blended up into a bag. And then like I said, we make 5 gallons at a time. We use a low moisture whole milk mozzarella cheese. The reason we use low moisture is so it doesn't burn when it goes through the oven. You'll notice that we don't have any measuring cups.
I was just noticing.
I think that you should make a pizza the way you'd want to eat it. And although we can't load up the toppings because there is a cost involved, but we don't want anybody to think that we're skimping.
That was a very full pizza that I had, and you didn't know that we were part of this show
No,
when
I
I
didn't.
came in.
Yeah, no, I didn't
By
at
the
all.
way, I like the idea of the whole milk mozzarella instead of part skim, which totally loses its consistency.
It
and
absolutely
flavor.
does.
Yeah.
So we put a nice layer of mozzarella cheese on there. This is the veggie pizza, like I said, so we're going to put some black olives on
Those
there.
are regular olives.
Those are regular black olives.
Okay.
And we're going to use some mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Now we use a canned mushroom, and not a lot of people, but some people think that we should use a fresh. The reason that we don't use a fresh mushroom is they tend to go bad fairly quick.
Yes.
And I'd rather keep everything as fresh as possible. We're going to use some green peppers. We dice our own green peppers. We buy them, whole, of course, and dice them up ourselves. Then we're going to use a little bit of fresh cut white onion.
And your onions were sweet. Do you
Yes.
do something to make them sweet?
No, it's
or
just a sweet
fresh?
onion. Yep.
Yeah.
These were just sliced this morning. We don't stockpile a lot of prep work because we like to keep everything, like I said, as fresh as possible.
Well, Joseph at Mount Dora Pizza once told me that the reason his onions are sweet is because they're so fresh. That when the onion is fresh, it's sweet. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then these are fresh sliced tomatoes.
Lovely.
We just put that on there. And then what we like to do afterwards is just take a little more mozzarella, put it right on the top of that.
Do you ever put any spinach on there?
We do have a baby spinach leaf
Okay.
that we use. It doesn't normally come on our veggie pizza, but any topping that we have to offer can be added or subtracted from any one of our pizzas.
What else would add to that vegetable pizza if I wanted to?
We have green olives.
Yes.
Let's see, what else do we have? Pretty much everything that's on that vegetable-wise is on there right
Wonderful.
now. Other than the spinach we have, we also we do have, I don't imagine anybody would want lettuce cooked on a pizza,
No,
but
no.
that's going to come in a little bit on our Mary's Greek pizza that we offer. And this is ready to go in the oven.
All right. Now your oven is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
It's made by Impinger. It's a double-deck oven. It's a conveyor oven, and your pizzas go into the back of the oven. It's at 550 degrees, and it takes about 6 to 6.5 minutes to fully cook a pizza. And we sometimes, when the schools are ordering, we use both decks, and it cooks about one pizza every 15 seconds will come out of the oven when both decks are running and it's full.
Okay.
And this is ready to go in the oven. So we just take and set it right here. Pardon me. And that'll take, like I said, about 6.5 minutes. While we're doing that, maybe we should have a dessert.
All right.
What do you think?
Well, let's see what you do. And you'll start to cook this later when we're ready to eat it. Is that it?
That's cooking. That's going to start cooking right now.
Yeah. Well,
Yep, it'll be done in 6 minutes.
you don't have to push a button.
No, ma'am, it's running. These ovens, they're called a quick heat. You can turn this oven off, and it could be shut off for an hour, and which saves on the gas that we use as well. And you can imagine how much gas we go through on a 550-degree oven that's on all day. But once you turn that oven on, by the time I get a pizza made, that oven's back up to temperature and ready to go.
Amazing. All right, now desserts in between.
We have we have fresh made brownies. We also have cheesecake. We have a tiramisu that we make fresh. But what I'm going to make for you today is called a cinnamon bread.
Okay.
And you use a smaller dough.
It's the same dough as your pizza dough?
Yes, yep, exact same dough. It's just a smaller portion. And what you do with that, instead of tossing it and flipping it, you just take your docker, dock it out nice, and you want to try to keep it as round as you can.
You know, that's why your pizza crust tastes like a good French bread that is thin. It has a pizza consistency, but the flavor of it is like a good French bread.
And we like to, we pride ourselves on the crust. We like the crust to be nice and airy,
Yeah.
but if you notice when I make the pizza, I put the sauce all the way to the edge,
yeah.
and then when I rolled up the sides, that sauce will actually go into the crust, and a lot of people
So
like
you
that.
can eat the last bite.
That's right. Okay, now we have the dough on the screen. So this is just regular butter. We take this and we just put it good helping on there. I just like to take a little spoon, just level it off a little bit, and get it all the way to the edge. And this is where it gets a little messy. This is a cinnamon sugar mix that we mix ourselves. We just spin that around and get it right on there.
1 part cinnamon to 7 parts sugar.
Sugar.
Keep it at home.
Sure, give away my secrets. So then this actually is ready to go in the oven. When it comes out of the oven,
Going to go in the oven bread flat?
just like that.
Okay.
And then we have our homemade icing that we make. And as soon as it comes out of the oven, we cut it up and we put the icing on it.
So you're not going to roll it?
No, ma'am, this is ready to go.
Okay, let's see what happens.
All right, let's put it in the oven. So that'll take about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for that to cook, this is our Mary's Greek pizza.
Now I saw you put garlic butter on there.
Yeah, I made it a little bit earlier. This is a garlic butter mix that we have, and the reason this is called the Mary's Greek pizza, some of our items on our menu actually have names attached to them. Those are customers of ours that ordered it frequently or kind of invented it, so we named the product after them.
Who's Mary?
Mary is a woman that worked over at the radio station, and I was listening to her radio show one day, and she said, I like to buy a cheese pizza and a small Greek salad and dump the salad on top of the pizza.
Oh.
So I come up with this idea. So we have our garlic butter. This is a crumbled feta cheese that we use.
This is fun.
Yeah. And we put the feta on first because feta cheese is kind of a wet cheese and it'll burn really bad. So we put that on first. Now we put everything on it that normally comes with a Greek salad. So we put on some black olives, some onions.
I could go for this. This might be my new favorite besides the vegetarian.
We sell a lot of these too. A lot of people still don't even know we have these. We carry this yet. So once we got that done, we go back to the same mozzarella cheese. Cover that. So you cover all this with the cheese. This way the feta cheese will melt, but it won't burn. Then again, we put on some fresh sliced tomatoes.
Isn't this pretty? It's a white pizza, basically.
Pretty much.
Yes.
And then
Like that
again,
feta
we
cheese.
top,
Oh
every
my-
time there's tomatoes on a pizza, we always top it with a little extra mozzarella. And this is ready for the oven. Now when it comes out of the oven, we're not done with it yet. We still have to add the salad part.
All right.
But we have to cook it first.
I'm waiting.
Okay, now it's out of the oven.
Uh-huh.
So we use this thing called a called a rocker knife. We just cut it into 8 pieces. Now, we use romaine hearts. We don't use the whole head. So we buy special romaine. It's only the hearts. We just cut some of that up. And I like to chop it up kind of fine. Like that. Just take that and you put it right on there. Now the topper this is a Greek vinaigrette dressing.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
And you just take that and we drizzle it right around.
How
so it hits
fun.
the crust. We use 4 ounces.
Very innovative.
And that's a Mary's Greek.
I love it. Okay, that's my next best happy pizza to order. All right, we're out of the oven.
We're out of the oven.
Okay.
This is our cinnamon bread. So what we do is we cut it right down the middle into strips like this. And we cut it right down the center.
Oh, I see.
Now we have our icing.
I see. We get squares. This is very clever.
One cinnamon bread.
One happy customer. Oh, it's good. It's best when it drips all over.
That's right.
Okay, stop eating, Valerie, and get to work.
And we have other desserts as well.
Now,
We
wait
actually
a minute. Meredith, Jolene, Barbara. I want to bring the crew out here.
Oh, she went on a
She's delivering. Come on in here. Jolene,
bring them right around.
Meredith,
Yeah,
let's see the other desserts and let's see you girls, because you gals are the workforce here.
that's right.
All right. Now,
Take it
let's
right.
let's see what we have.
This is a tiramisu.
This is Meredith, this is Jolene.
Hi. This is a tiramisu. Our boss lady makes it fresh, and it's very, very good. This is brownie. She also makes that fresh. This is cheesecake.
Looks wonderful. All right, let's take it away and we'll get it later.
All right. Want me to take that too?
Yeah.
Do you have to?
No, we don't have
Okay,
to.
Take it away.
So this is the veggie pizza that we ran through the oven a few minutes ago. You can see how the mozzarella cheese melted and kind of browned up real nice on the slices of tomato. And you can see how the green peppers are not crunchy, but they're not soggy. They're just, and the onions
I
are a little
love
bit of
this rolled
caramelized.
crust over the sauce.
And if you
Yes.
take the crust and you actually unroll it, you'll see how the
Sure.
sauce is cooked right inside
Just
right
wonderful.
inside the crust. And it's
Wonderful.
also, if you'll notice all the air bubbles that are in there, it's a nice airy crust.
Yes. Yes, it's a wonderful pizza, and I've had it. All right, we'll enjoy this later. Buffalo chicken
Buffalo
wings.
chicken wings.
I'm not going without them.
Well, it started out, of course, in Buffalo, New York at the Anchor Bar. I've had wings there many times through the years, and I'm ready to cook some wings for you.
You have to have those wings in Buffalo to keep you warm.
And that and boots. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
We use it's called a 6-8 chicken wing. It's a raw chicken wing. It's first and second
Where
joint.
is that now? Here, I'm going to give this to you gals. There you go.
I pulled some out already here. This is a first and second joint.
That's a big,
And they're-
big chicken
Yeah, we
wing.
use the biggest wings that we can get on the market,
Uh-huh.
and they're a raw wing, and we deep fry them, and then we put them in. We have about 7 different brands of sauces
I want
that
to
we
say
use.
he's been washing his hands in between all of
Absolutely.
this. So, in case anybody is going to say, "Oh, he's not wearing gloves."
Well,
Okay.
yeah, we wouldn't. I wouldn't want to handle raw chicken and then make someone else's food. I would never do that. But these are ready to go in the fryer. Our deep fryer is computerized, and all you have to do is you put the product in the deep fryer, set the timer, and you actually can walk away, and it'll tell you
So
when
now
it's
wait,
ready
are
to
you
come
going
out.
to bread these or just put them
No,
into the
they're-
deep fryer?
they're deep fried
And they are not seasoned at all now.
Not at all. Not right yet.
Okay.
We'll season them when they come out of the fryer,
All right.
just like we do in Buffalo.
All right.
And how do you like chicken wings? Do you like them hot, barbecue, mild?
I like the mild,
Mild?
Or barbecue. I also, do you do a sweet sauce at all or no?
We do a teriyaki.
Because they
we have
dip
we have
in
a honey
Buffalo.
barbecue mix.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be wonderful.
We'll do that.
Yes. Now, where are your sauces?
We make them. We don't make the barbecue or the honey barbecue.
Uh-huh. This is red hot.
Yep, this is just what we use in Buffalo.
Sure.
It's Frank's Red Hot sauce. We use this right out of the jug. We also have an extra hot that we doctor up a little bit, but we make our own mild and medium sauce.
Okay.
we use this as the starter, and then we, of course, cut it down to make it mild and medium.
I see.
And then our honey barbecued is, we have a honey barbecue and a barbecue. It's we get it from Cattleman's. We've had many different kinds, and we just feel that's the best out on the
Cattleman's
market.
a good brand.
Yep, and we like that a lot. But we're going to do yours honey barbecue.
Well, you do a little of everything. You
Okay.
try everything.
We can do that.
Okay.
Barbara, the wings are ready.
Yeah.
Come on over.
This is
What we have-
Barbara, chief cook, bottle washer,
And delivery person.
and delivery person.
So she's going to put some of those in the mild sauce, and then we have some honey barbecue sauce here as well. We just shake those up in there. Now, obviously, when we get orders for 50 or 100 wings, we do it a little bit different. Okay, so we have the wings all mixed up. So we'll just take our tongs here and put them right out in our tray. They also come with some celery sticks, some ranch dressing or blue cheese. It's your choice. And here's the mild. Just like in Buffalo.
Yummy. It's been fun.
It has.
It really has. And Hoss, this is a great little restaurant.
Well, thank you.
Takeout, pizza, anything. Hoss's Pizzeria and everything else that you want.
And we have.
You are a pro.
Well, thank you very much. I've been doing it a long time. We have a lot of other things to offer. They just need to check out our menu.
I will do that, and we'll keep coming back. And I want to wish you continued success. You deserve it.
Thank you very much.